Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and it certainly may be the case that XRP is going to go on a, quote, ludicrous bull run in 2021. Here's the headline from dailyhodl.com. Bitcoin set to erupt in ludicrous bull run, predicts crypto fund giant Dan Morehead. And I'm a huge fan of Dan Morehead. He just seems like a really incredibly, ridiculously sharp guy. He's been buying and selling cryptocurrencies on an institutional level since 2013, I believe. And I keep forgetting who was the first hedge fund. I can't remember if it was Grayscale or Pantera now. I always get it confused as to which one of those was the first. But nonetheless, they're from very early days. That, suffice it to say, definitely been around the block a few times, right? And so here's the interesting thing. So if Bitcoin indeed does erupt in 2021, depending on the timing of all this, XRP could too, but we also know that historically, XRP, when it goes on its parabolic runs, it has lagged behind Bitcoin. In fact, in 2017, it traded sideways for about half a year before finally erupting from 20-something cents to almost $4. So we shall see. So lots to talk about in this video, and all, including things that we should be aware of as XRP holders that might result in some really interesting moves coming up here sooner than later in terms of price action. Now, I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background and I am not offering financial advice. And so you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiastic member of the XRP community that likes talking about this type of stuff and putting YouTube videos together. So that is all that it is. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support. And consider subscribing to the Moon Lambeau channel. Take my free content, damn it. At the time of recording, XRP is at 24.5 cents, Bitcoin's at $10,860, market cap is $343 billion, and Bitcoin dominance at 58.44%. So, it seems like, so we had our recent low just a few days ago. It's been several days at this point, I guess. I think I got down to about 22.1 cents XRP did. And so a few cents higher right now, but over the last couple of days, it's just been trading sideways again. And so I will tell you this. I was watching a video from Blockchain Backer earlier today, and he seems to think that it's possible XRP could go back down to about where its local low was, its recent low, 21 cent, or what did I get, 22.1 cents, wherever it was, right around there. He's not saying he thinks it will happen. He's just not ruling it out. It's possible. And then I was checking out DIY investing. He still is confident that he thinks it's more likely than not that XRP actually is going to go down along with the rest of the crypto market down to maybe 20 to 21 cents before rebounding. But they both think that after this, in short order, you're going to be seeing XRP back up over 30 cents. And there will be a level, they both have ideas of what that level would be, where if it hits it, whether it's 32 or 38 cents or 40 cents, whatever it is, once it breaks past that, you're going to see some real fireworks. So that'll be interesting. We'll have to see if they're right. But that would be fascinating. I can tell you, regardless, the sentiment in general, whether you're talking about Bitcoin or XRP or pick your cryptocurrency, is that we're at the beginning phases of a bull market. That's what most of the analysts that I follow seem to be saying here. And if you want to think about how you can blow your XRP riches, I do have a fun suggestion for you. Take a look at this. There's this device. I don't even know what to call this. Is it like a boat? Is it a miniature submarine? Look at what's on your screen right here, though. It is a it's a watercraft that's designed to move like a dolphin. I don't know, but I will take two of these. I will definitely take two. Look at this. It's like rolling around. I hope it makes dolphin sounds, too. That would be absolutely fantastic, right? You could annoy people as you're splishy-splashy going down out on the river or the lake, whatever it may be. This guy looks like he's having a killer time here, though. So anyway, I'm just saying, when you've got your XRP riches, go ahead and put it on your list of stuff, just to blow your riches. Just completely blow them. Maybe I'll share some other silly stuff to buy in the future. Now, here's this from Crypto Wolf, and shout out to you, my friend. Check this out. And I think this is probably meaningful to some degree anyway. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin and the asset class isn't going to go down, but this is interesting. Bitcoin sets a new record of 63 straight days closing above the price of $10,000. Bitcoin's previous record, 62-day streak above $10,000, lasted from December 1st, 2017 through January 31st, 2018, when Bitcoin reached its all-time high of just above $19,900. So we've been in a bear market pretty much ever since. Crazy amounts of retracements for pretty much every single crypto asset on the frickin' planet. And now we're just getting back to this point where you're setting a new record in terms of just staying above $10,000. And this all comes at the time where I just shared with you, most analysts that I'm seeing still seem to be thinking that these are the beginning days of some serious bull market. So again, not saying that it won't dip below 10,000. I don't pretend to know, but it is interesting all of this is coming together. And even with market cycles, increasing in terms, the time, because every single time there's a market cycle, the market cycle that follows is a little less volatile. And in terms of percentage gains, now in terms of dollars, it can be absolutely outrageous. But in terms of percentage, historically, each one's been a little bit smaller, and the entire cycle takes a little bit longer. There's more people in the space, and so there you can imagine once there's more people, it just kind of flattens stuff out. Whereas if there were you can imagine what the volatility would be if there were 10 people trading one asset on the planet, right? Well, it'd be all over the place. And so you can just imagine as more people come on board, it just kind of flattens out, which is not surprising, right? This is a well-accepted concept here. Now, take a look at this from Daily Hodl. Bitcoin set to erupt in ludicrous bull run, predicts crypto fund giant Dan Morehead. Dan Morehead, founder of Pantera Capital, and Michael Sonnenschein, I'm not sure how to say the last name. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and forth. Of Grayscale Investments are offering their forecasts on Bitcoin's price trajectory. On a new episode of the Money Movement podcast, Morehead says he and his firm remain bullish on the godfather of cryptocurrency. He believes Bitcoin is gearing up for another bull run that would be deemed ludicrous by traditional markets. And by the way, Dan Morehead is very bullish on Ripple, the company, and XRP, the decentralized cryptocurrency. In a recent interview, in fact, when he was talking about the types of assets that might do well, given the inflationary nature of the United States dollar, for example, because let's be real, the government's just completely debasing the currency. He cited specifically Bitcoin and XRP would be good investments as a hedge against this sort of crazy activity that's happened in terms of just completely debasing the United States dollar. So he is all about XRP. And us as XRP holders, we need to be aware of Bitcoin's price action because whether we like it or not, and I personally don't, XRP is, in September 2020, still following the price action of Bitcoin. So here's a quote from Dan Morehead. Bitcoin's got a 9-year, 209% compound annual growth rate, and we think it will continue. And it's just that simple. It has some bubbles, it has some downtrades, but if it got back on that trend, it would be at $100,000 at the end of next year. Now, the thing about it, so you're talking about a tenfold increase, and that's going to take a whole lot more money flowing into the space to get Bitcoin to that level, because it currently has a $200 billion market cap, whereas XRP only has about a $10 billion market cap. So the market cap of Bitcoin is about 20 times greater than XRP's. Substantially less money has to flow into XRP to get this sort of asymmetrical return, right? And you're talking about a tenfold increase. My gosh, just to get back to the all-time high, like I was saying, it's going to be closer to, 15, 16 cents, whatever it is, somewhere there about, right? So yeah, pretty close to 16-fold increase, right? Just for XRP to get back to all-time highs, right? And Bitcoin, it only, just to double it, my gosh, you're talking about a market cap going from 200 billion to roughly 400 billion, just to double it. For XRP to double, it needs to go from 10 to 20 billion. Okay, so that's why for me, I'm interested in XRP because I think utility management will win the day and should have staying power. XRP should have staying power as a result, but I like that it is less liquid and there's less action around XRP in terms of buying and selling today, because then when it does increase and people start FOMOing in, well, we're all positioned, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be a lot easier for XRP to ramp up in terms of price action. That's certainly my suspicion. Again, not professional advice of any kind because I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing with you my opinion. But looking back historically, that's what it looks like to me. Dan Morehead then said, in the normal markets, saying something goes up 10x is ludicrous and you'd be ridiculed, but it happens every 3 or 4 years and all the factors are coming together. So I think it is a pretty good shot that hits $100,000 at the end of the year. So again, even if XRP lags behind, so let's say Bitcoin hits this $100,000 mark at the end of 2021. Well, I'm not going to be crying if XRP takes an extra 6 to 12 months, whatever it may be, for its rally to come. We can't make it come. It doesn't work on our timelines. Either the way I look at it is either I'm going to be patient enough and get the rewards when it's going to happen, which I cannot control, or I can be an impatient little baby back bitch and I can sell all of my XRP. I can just capitulate. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to hold this damn thing, right? I've already been in this for 3 years, almost 3 years, accumulating, understanding that this is how people behave, and that there are market cycles, and that it can take some time, and that all sorts of people will FOMO in, and they're not going to be sufficiently positioned like I'm positioning myself when the next rally happens. This is all part of what I'm hoping and expecting to happen. We'll see if it goes like I plan, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, Sun and Sheen says people should be putting money into Bitcoin unless they can't afford to lose it. He cites a recent report from Grayscale that compares Bitcoin's current market structure to 2016 before the coin began a historic 4,400% rally. And here's a quote. In my opinion, Bitcoin is not something people should be putting more money into than they can afford to lose. Think of it as an early stage technology. Buyer beware, it does have those 80% drawdowns, but from here, Bitcoin is either a hell of a lot higher and a lot more valuable than it is today, or something somehow comes along and displaces Bitcoin, and all move on to something else. Which is technically possible, and if that happens, like, I'm plugged in enough that I will be watching this happen in real time, and I will take action if something like that happens. We shall see. But still, regardless, my entire investment thesis, I suspect, will always be that utility matters and will win the day. Now, where are we actually going? Well, here's analyst Rakesh Upadhyay sharing what he thinks about XRP price action. The bulls are attempting to sustain XRP above the 20-day EMA at 24.4 cents. If they can accomplish this task, a move to 26 cents is possible. The bears will try to defend this resistance, and the 50-day SMA, 26.3 cents, placed just above it. If the price turns down from 26 cents, the XRP/USD pair could remain range-bound for a few more days. The longer the time spent in consolidation, the stronger will be the eventual breakout from it. A break above the 50-day SMA could result in a rally to 30.3 cents, and if this is crossed, the pair may move up to 32.6 cents. The trend could turn negative if the bears sink the price below the recent lows at 21.9 cents. I'll tell you what, if we get anywhere near that 21.9 cent level, I will place my final purchase of XRP, and I will be finished. I don't know that there's anything that will make me want to purchase more. I've been at it for 3 years, and lately I've been buying a whole ton more. I've publicly shared that. And if it doesn't, you know what? My bags are packed, man. Like, my bags are packed. I've got it. I've been at it for years. I've had plenty of opportunity, and it gets to a point, and I'm sure some of you listening have gotten there, others have not, but it just gets to a point where it's like you've accumulated to a level of what you want, and to some it would be a lot, to some it would not be that much. I'm not going to share how much I have, but for me, it's like that's where I want, and if I'm going to purchase more, it better be at a discount, like relative to where I have historically purchased. And so if it gets down to that level, I'll make one final relatively large purchase, and then that'll be it. But if it doesn't, I'm pretty well made peace with that. I'm going to be just fine, and I'm ready for this thing to go. So I guess I would prefer to have one more leg down selfishly, but if not, I'm going to be completely happy. Just that's my humble opinion here. So I don't know where it's going to go. It's going to be fun to watch here, but I'm just waiting for it, and I literally am. So we'll see. But anyway, that is it for this video. Where do you think this is all going? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Again, I don't pretend to know, don't have a functional crystal ball. I do have a crystal ball, but it is broken AF, so I can't really tell you what's going on. But I am Mr. XRP Bull for a reason. I'm going to outpatient anyone else. I'm not gonna capitulate because it doesn't, rise in prices, on the timeline that I'd like. I'm not going to behave like that. I see others do that, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, bye, Felicia. It's fine. And do you? Like, I'm actually just teasing when I say bye, Felicia. But like, if you feel that you need to get out for any reason, well, of course do that. Do whatever you feel is right for you. But for me, the right thing is just holding, plain and simple. But man, 2021 is going to be interesting, and there still could be some fireworks this calendar year. I'm certainly not ruling that out, but I think 2021, in terms of positive price action for XRP, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be even more exciting. But I'll leave it there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, To the moon, Lambo!